fish on. I think he's got me wrapped around something. I have to move. See if I can get out from under. Jeez. Freaking totally wrapped on everything. That's what he did. He bit and he spun. And freaking, that's what they do. Alright, let me get this guy untangled. Alright, let's get this guy back. Oh, Mr. Jaws. It's a dogfish. Fly, be free. They wrap and they spin and they spin and they wrap, and that's their defense. He almost won. Okay, you have landed on Mayhem Canal. Just setting up and the rod doubled over. I thought that was a good striper, but that's the characteristic of those doggies, is that they spin and they just foul and there's touches. There's a lot of movement here today. Water looks slick, and this is Saturday Mornings Outdoors. My name is Paul K. Just set up. It's got that greasy, fishy look to it, I hope. Well, I mean, I know it has the look, but hopefully it produces. And I've eaten those dogfish before. They're actually pretty good. Everyone that's never tried them tells everyone else that they suck, and I get it. They urinate through their skin. That's how the story goes, I guess. But I don't know, if you clean them right, just like a catfish, skin them, fillet them, and they're pretty freaking good. I think England uses those for fish and chips when you buy fish and chips. But I don't know, I like them. I've never had a complaint the few times that I've tried them. But We're fishing for the mighty striped bass on this on the Cape Cod Canal here. So get right into the conditions. Wind is almost still. It's around 5 or 6 miles an hour from the south. They claim it may rain today. Oh, there's something touching on this one. It looks small, like a choggies or blackfish, black sea bass or something, crabs. But wind southwest, the same quad in the summer. Barometric pressure is falling. It's 29.98, and they claim chance of rain today and tomorrow, but not a big chance. And off and on rain all week. And this is an east tide, and it's going to flip to the west in about an hour. I was lucky to catch this end of the east tide here, the way my schedule was set up. I like the east tides this time of year, but there's fishing here at 24 hours a day. And the moon is going to be full Monday, so these tides, when this tide finally decides to flip, should be cranking, which is all good for fishing. So let's go, fishies. Starting to rain a little bit now. Getting a little muggy too, or it has been muggy. What I want to say is the deadline for doe permits, yes, it's that time again, is coming up. And if you want to hunt doe this year, get them in. You probably have no problem if you wait. Just like last year, there's they want you to get rid of the does. They're overpopulated. But if you get it in now, you don't have to wait. If you don't get it in now, they'll wait till all the people that got it in at the correct time, they'll give them all their doe permits. And then after a certain date, like September 30th or something, they open it up and anyone can have them. But now's the proper time to do it. I think it's sometime in July or something. That's the deadline. But I just wanted to relate that to you. I don't know how well you can see or not, but when you're surf fishing in the ocean and you want an extremely reliable, see that? See how he dove right in there? That's a sheer water. When there's regular gulls around, that's fine, and they'll indicate like general stuff being pushed up on shore. That's a fair indicator. But whenever you see those sheer waters, they're smaller, they're half the size of a gull, they're faster, and they dive right into the water like a cormorant does to pick bait off the surface. That's an absolute indicator that there's bait, and there are lots of it too. They're only coming around. Yeah, see them? And these are all sheer waters that are working through here. Yeah, there you go. See that? That's how they do. And there's rain bait in here, or some type of small juvenile bait that's in here right now. And from what I hear from the reports, there's squid in here too. But those sheer waters are strictly feeding on the smaller bait, and those are certain indicators. Sheer waters means absolutely 100% bait is in the water. Here comes another one. See if he takes a dive. They'll just be minding their own bit, all of a sudden they just drop in. I don't know how they can stand that impact, but they do. And they come up with fish, you know, it's pretty cool. They're half the size of a seagull, and they have pointier wings, and they move more erratically than a seagull does. And, you know, they're like this a lot, you know, so, yeah, there you go. Just like that, right on cue. And they got the hover action. There must be a small bait school right there. But yeah, that's a sheer water. Well, he really wants it. He's hungry. He gave up. But yeah, their wings are pointier, and they're way more maneuverable than gulls are. Get the rain gear out. The fuzz, something's up. They're going somewhere. Maybe usually around here it's someone in distress. Their boat conked out and whatever. But yeah, if you see a big yellow thing, it's just me. It's starting to sprinkle. They say they're just supposed to be light showers, but we'll see. And forgot beginners and all, sinker slider rig, 40-pound test main braid line, and 30-pound test on the leader so that the leader will break if it ever gets a snag, and 8/0 or 10/0 hooks, 10/0, not size 10. And on different rods, it's different weight amounts. And this is a Van Staal 11-foot surf casting rod. All you need is 3 ounces on this particular tie. It changes. And then Mac chunks. And these are circle hooks. And the most important thing, I keep pounding it in, is leave that gap open because that's going to catch your fish. You don't set your hook with these hooks. The fish runs and he hooks himself. And just steady pressure after the bite, steady pressure, and he's hooked up. It usually catches him on the side of the mouth. But sometimes you miss because it pops out and it doesn't catch. But that's the initial setup. You can use spinning or you can use conventional. I have one of each. I love the conventional. Chuck it out there. That's it. One of the most important things you can do when you're surf fishing, especially at the canal here, you have to hammer those spikes in. Clear out an area, get those spikes in, and bang, pound on them with a rock, because you don't want to lose your gear. These are technically, 50, 60, 80-pound fish can come through here. That's just stripers. There's giant sharks and big fish in here, and you don't want to lose your rod. So you want to really nail those. That's a very stressed, underutilized tip. But you really have to get those spikes in here. And sand is a different story. You need these super, super long spikes. These are about a foot long. 3 or 4 feet long, and I pound them into there's gravel under these rocks, like bank gravel and heavier than bank gravel, and it's a solid foundation. You just pound them in to get a good solid anchor. You don't want to lose your rods. And these fish hit violently. You see some of these strikes and that rod doubles over. Those are powerful rods, and they will double them over. So there's some more shear waters working. But yeah, you got to bury those spikes in there. You got to really wedge them in. So the tide is definitely flipped. It's going that way now, the west tide, and we're working on that. I'm in and out with the rain's off and on. It's just annoying, but it's really hot in the foul weather suit, It's a good suit, but they don't allow any ventilation. Old school ones, the new ones they do, but that's, I ain't paying $700 for a rain suit. That's what they're going for, the good ones. Pretty peaceful here. It's pretty nice. I don't know why there's not a lot of fishermen here today, but the cricket's telling me all about his week that he had. You can hear him in the background. And it's a good looking day for fishing. This guy out in a small boat, running with the tide. It's a good day to be fishing. When isn't? Oh, I forgot to mention, just just for the sake of fishermanship, on the rigs, the leaders, I'm just using straight 30-pound mono. I'm totally over the fluorocarbon thing. Overpriced crap. The first scratch you get on it, it will bust. And it's not worth it. Maybe like ultra fine 1-pound test for trout fishing. Other than that, nah, not here, not in a rocky environment. The stupid price, if it was the same price as mono, maybe I'd use it, but it's not better than mono. Mono has stretch, especially for leaders. It's not going to stretch that much. It's 3 feet long. And I don't know, it's just $20 and you get like 50 feet of it. Like, that's stupid. It's not fish on it's just, I don't know, it's not worth it. So I'm over that. And I'm using, the point I wanted to make was I'm using straight up mono, and I'm over the fluorocarbon thing, that's all. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, fluorocarbon is the worst, 0 rated for holding knots. It's too stiff, and that's huge. You need knots. You need that gripability when you're building a knot, and it does not have that attribute. So that's another reason why not for me. Oh yeah, Fat Tony's got the cigar boat out for a cruise. I never could figure out on yachts like that. There's so much front area there in front of the windshield, the cockpit and all that. It's like a waste. And I get it. People that buy that either buy it for speed and they buy it for the cabin down below so they can just, go down below, but all that wasted deck space up top, it's probably got 3 engines on it. That costs more than any kind of vehicle that goes on land to run, guaranteed. Like a truck, semi-truck, or, Don't unleash those miniguns on me. I'm just a fishing. I think that's the Coast Guard. Running the canal. Yeah, it's Coast Guard. He's running right along the canal too. I expect maybe, their presence with all this 250th and all that coming along. I'm surprised there's nobody here today. It's crazy. With next week, July 4th and everything, we'll see how that goes, but it's pretty much, there's nobody here. I would think everyone would be excited and coming down to an area like this, but that's fine with me, man. Especially the boat traffic. The fishing is much better when the boat traffic is down, but it is what it is, and just surprised to not see many people down here. I am soaking my last 2 chunks, the fish heads, which I never use. I don't like them, but that's what I got. I've gone through 6 mackerels this morning on this tide. Been here for about almost 7 hours. The tide's cranking now, but I am on total refreshed mode now. It's starting to kind of really rain good now. Hence the banana suit. But I guess this is it. Slim pickings this week, except for the 500-pound dogfish. So it is what it is. It's called fishing, not getting. So it was fun though. I'm totally refreshed, and I am blessed to be able to come down here. I love this place. I just love this place. It's so magical. So if you like this kind of stuff, hopefully next week's a way better tide. It'll be fully east, and it's just how it's working this week. Yeah, according to the tide charts and what time I got. But next week looks good on the east tide. So if you like this kind of stuff, smash that like and subscribe button. And my name is Paul K. This is Saturday Mornings Outdoors. And on these last 2 chunks I got out, if anything significant happens, of course I will show you. And otherwise, have a good week. And we'll see you next week. See ya.